In the beginning of Muay Thai class, everyone would line up when we're ready to begin. Then everyone puts their hands together, holds them up, and greet each other using the Thai language. The men would say, Sawadee Kap, and the women would say, Sawadee Ka. It is a way to pay respects to not just each other, but to the culture of which the art is rooted to. Then we begin to warm up. One way to do it is to shadowbox. It's one of the best ways to warm up the body and transition the mind from the events of the day into focused training. From meditation to combat readiness, this is a vital exercise that helps in every aspect of your training. Next, we move into technique. Sometimes it is done solo, and sometimes it includes our training
Does anyone have any questions with the base drill? All right, everyone has a partner?
Yes, ma'am.
The instructor would demonstrate and explain the different details that help make each movement effective and functional.
Let me get inside.
The focus here is to practice finesse and placement through light contact, since it is the learning portion of class.
So, for one side, for 1 minute, you guys are going to randomize the feed on the base drill, and the other side you can respond. But if you're the one feeding the jab, cross, hook, your kick, I want you to actually defend what your partner's throwing, so we're not doing the hand holding anymore. Even on the kick, on the left kick, try to get the practice of defending that so you don't always have the mental thought of I'm just going to take that kick, because it doesn't feel good. Okay, all right, so spread out, 1 minute, one side.
In the next phase, we like to call it the work rounds. At times we are on the kick pads, and at other times we are on the heavy bag. This allows everyone to work at a more intense pace to develop speed and power. These rounds can be isolated from a single technique or from a full combination. In either case, the workout can be as intense as you'd like it to be. Finally, we have sparring rounds. At Impact, the majority of sparring is done in the advanced class. This is so that beginners can develop themselves and work their way up to sparring with confidence. Sparring is a gradual progression. Not everyone can go hard from the very beginning. Most of us like to climb the ladder of improvement, but also keeping in mind to push ourselves past our limits. As a matter of fact, our methods here at Impact has been pressure tested in competitions. Let's hear from some of our competitors about a recent event they attended.
Okay, what's your name?
Jaquan Peterson.
Olivia Vizaraga. Mila.
How long have you been doing Muay Thai?
I'd say like 3.5 years now.
Okay, and what just happened this last weekend?
Last weekend we competed in a point sparring match in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
How do you feel like you did?
I think I could have done better, but overall I'm very proud of myself. I feel like I actually was thinking. I won, but I could have done better.
I feel like I did good. I feel like I didn't get to fully exploit everything I was training to execute, which is perfectly fine because it helped me see that I'm adaptive for the situation, but I feel like I handled it pretty well. I definitely feel like I came out stronger in terms of performing in front of an audience and you know, things such as that.
How do you feel like Impact prepared you for your fight?
I feel like Impact prepared me a lot because it was a sparring match and it was only 2 rounds, 1.5 minutes each. So it was really short rounds. The fight itself was shorter than typical, and I'm a very slow starter, and they showed us to stay busy, get the points, you know, win by rules, and be efficient.
I think Impact did a very good job sharpening my counter skills and my, taking the initiative to hit first and
Cool. Last question. So, what are your goals for Muay Thai in the future, and how do you feel like Impact will help you achieve them?
Looking for more targets to hit.
Goals for the future, I want to definitely do a lot of amateur fighting, hopefully around like 10 or so, and if I feel comfortable then, I'll hopefully go on professional. I actually just started cross-training, I believe early December in BJJ, because I want to eventually go on to MMA.
I do want to go pro in MMA, and Muay Thai has taught me to be even more aggressive, got me more confident in myself, and yeah, it just made me so much better than what I was before.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks. That's it.